If you want to create order in your life, the quickest way to do it is to create order in the mind. When you have order in the mind, you live in a heavenly state. You see, all suffering is because of our thinking, but all suffering can end when you have a mindset system. When you follow a system to set your mind to success. You see, most people have a system with regards to their health. There are many people that follow an exercise routine that includes the consumption of certain foods for their well-being. But many people I've discovered don't have a mindset system. And many people think, oh, I'll just get a top-up. I'll go and watch a couple of YouTubes. I'll go on TikTok and listen to some inspirational speakers, and I'll get that hit, that dopamine hit for a few minutes. And I have discovered that inspiration has a very short shelf life. But if you want to master your life, you need to master your mind. So today, I'm going to share with you some powerful suggestions to set your mind to success. The first place to start is to have a mindset system. And it's a system that you follow throughout the day. Most people have a system, a mindset system, that may include it happening only once a day, and it might be in the morning, prayer and meditation. But what happens to the rest of the day, right? Think about it. Meditation will cause your nervous system to relax. It will cause you to clear your mind. But unfortunately, that homeostasis that you create within your nervous system doesn't last the moment you leave your meditation system, your session, because you quickly get on your phone. You quickly get on your phone, and of course, the moment you start being on your phone, you start to live a life of reaction instead of responding. I mean, bing, 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 bing. Your whole nervous system goes into disarray again because you're bombarded with information. And some of it is kind of frightening, kind of scares you to death. So I want to help you feel rested and relaxed and settled throughout the day, rather than spending only a small moment of the day relaxing and resting the mind, and then the rest of the day you are out of sorts. It really does do a great disservice to what you've just spent in that hour with meditation. So here are some suggestions for a mindset system. Okay, I'm going to share what I do. Take what you like, leave the rest. But here are some suggestions to start to reset your mind to success. Number one, the first thing I suggest you do is to have a goal. Have a goal of where you are going. Not where you are or where you've been, but rather where are you going. Get very clear with what you would love for your precious life. And then get it on a goal card, okay? If you want some help, book a call with me and I'll show you exactly how to do it. But have a goal, because what happens is when you have a goal and it's on a goal card, then you are causing your mind to focus on the one thing and make it the main thing. Unfortunately, most people don't have a goal for their life. And so they then end up in a chaotic state of mind because they are reacting to the outside through their five senses. Did you hear that? Did you see that? So you're constantly reacting to everyone else's goal for their life or what's happening in the world. But when you have a goal, what happens is you then start to get the mind to focus, right? And you get the mind to work on a project or a destination. So that's number one, have a goal, know where you're going. Number two is once you know where you're going, I highly recommend you have a visualization technique, a visualization session that's going to cause you to go into your imagination and live from the end that it is already done. You see, visualization, that is using your imagination, spending time inside the boardroom of your mind, visualizing the end, not only puts you in a phenomenal vibration, it makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel good. And the more you practice imagining what you would like to bring into this reality, because if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. The more you visualize, the more you are exercising that muscle, that higher faculty, and the more you can live in your imagination, then you're going to discover that things proceed in an orderly fashion, where the hurry and the fear go away. So it's important, have a goal and start to use your imagination more. Next is to also create an identity that matches the goal. So I have discovered that if you are going to realize your goal, the current self-image you have won't get you there. How do I know? Because you have the results right now. So if you don't have the results you want, then you need to create a version of you that has already achieved the goal. So it would be most helpful that you write out this new version of you that matches the goal, okay? And then next is to take the goal and this identity and start to saturate your subconscious mind with these projects. They literally are projects, the goal and this new version of you. And you do this throughout the day. So you've got your mind busy working on two projects, and you set up a mindset system throughout the day where you script, you auto-suggest, that is suggestions from yourself to yourself, you visualize yourself with your goal and your self-image, and you do it throughout the day. It's a system. So you may do it at 6 o'clock in the morning, you may do it at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, but throughout the day, you are taking time out from this reality to go to that other reality that you would like to live. And what you'll find is that you'll start to live more on the creative plane rather than the competitive plane. You'll start to notice that you'll feel more rested and relaxed because you know where you're going. Another thing I suggest you do is to study. I study every day. Now, study doesn't mean I'm studying for a university degree or anything like that. I study certain thought material that my mentor, the late legendary Mr. Bob Proctor, suggested I study. And one of them is Think and Grow Rich. Another one is The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Another one is Joseph Murphy's teachings, because they're all helping you understand your mind. They all are philosophies to understand the workings of the conscious and subconscious mind. And the more you can study these particular thought leaders' material, you are going to raise your awareness. And when you raise your awareness, you become aware of how to achieve your goal, how to become the best version of yourself. So it is a system, a mindset system that at first is laborious. At first it feels complicated. At first it feels rather difficult to understand. But over time, you are going to love this habit of living. It becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a beautiful lifestyle of living your life, right? And you'll discover that you won't be so affected by what's happening on the outside because you have order inside your mind. You know where you're going, you know who you're becoming, and you have this beautiful system that you work day in, day out. So your whole day is filled with possibility. It's in the solution, potentiality, and you'll notice that when you direct your mind all the time to focus on what you want, that is what you're going to attract. It puts you in such a phenomenal vibration. And remember, the law of vibration usurps the law of attraction. So if you can stay in this beautiful vibration, you'll notice you'll start to attract success instead of chase it. And most people are chasing success because they haven't got order in their mind. So today's video is all about helping you master your mind so you can master your life. And I have discovered that's my mission. I just want to master my mind, because once you know how to master your mind, you do live an extraordinary life. So if this is resonating with you, leave your comments below. If you'd like more videos of this nature, let me know. And if you're new to my channel, well, I have no doubt that you've quickly discovered that I am a thought leader that is very serious about helping you live this extraordinary life. And the quickest way to do it is to understand the workings of the conscious and subconscious mind, but more importantly, how to reprogram your mind for success. And today, I shared with you the quickest way to do that is to create order in your mind with a mindset system.